Chrissy Swan Show.
Listening to that raucous laughter between you and I, Jack, it always makes me laugh anew. How are you? How are you loving your Tuesday?
Good, Swanee. Worst day of the week, but we're going to make it a cracker.
I like a to-do list, as you know, and every
Yeah.
Tuesday at this time we check our to-do lists to see just how different a middle-aged woman with 3 children and a young whippersnapper like you can be. Who's going first?
You kick us off.
My first thing on the to-do list is Milli Vanilli. It is a documentary that's been recommended to me. It is in the vein of Wham,
Yep.
but I have not yet found where to find it, so that's what I've got to do.
Okay.
Simply Milli Vanilli. Next thing on the agenda, arancini delivery. Peg's absolute favourite. I get them delivered once a month. 24.
Yeah.
Bang, in the air fryer, easy, done, magic.
Whereabouts do you get them from? Can I ask that, or is it secret?
Melbourne arancini, and that my phone is already going off, and that's Peg texting me probably saying, don't forget the arancini. And last but not least, take chairs to Tarneet.
Tarneet?
Yes, I've got a old dining setting that my dad gave me.
Right.
But the upholstery just isn't it. So I'm changing it to lilac velvet.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
How did you land on lilac?
Listen, it took a while. It took many samples, but I've got to put them in the old Kia Carnival and take them out to Tarneet to an upholsterer I found on Airtasker, so wish me luck.
I wish you luck, and I
Thank
would
you.
like before and after pics.
Sure.
I'm worried that the before pic could be better than the after.
100%. What is on your to-do list?
I've only got 2 this week. After party, post Effie's. My mate's getting married this Saturday, and she's asked me to organise what to do after.
God, that's a big responsibility,
Huge.
but there's nobody better in town to do that.
And then Nivea deodorant and Bondi Sands Man. I need to stop by Priceline to grab some stuff.
Oh, 100%. Can I please come with you? You know I love the pink baskets.
Absolutely.
It's a Chrissy Swan show. Weirdly, thanks to Priceline Pharmacy.
It sure is.
Who am I? A queen in the kitchen? Could be. Now find your queen vanilla in the baking aisle to discover how a little queen does wonders in your bakes.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissy Swan's Who Am I?
You know, I've had to retire my vanilla obsession for just 24 hours because my daughter said, I'm having a big family birthday today because, you know, I was on a cruise
You were busy.
for my real one. So having the family one and... you know what? Birthday is not complete in any house that involves me without my triple layer coconut cake.
And do you have to make it for yourself,
Well,
even though
I'm
it's
the
your
only
birthday?
one who knows. I'm the only one who can be bothered. And Peg sprung it on me last night. She's like,
Right.
will you make it today? And I said, absolutely not.
Ooh.
Absolutely not. I'd love to, but Mummy does not have time.
Mummy's tired.
Mummy's tired. Brittany, are you tired?
I'm a very tired mummy.
Yes. How many children do you have?
I have 2. I have an 11-year-old and a 14-month-old.
Yes. Oh God, sleep. Did you think, oh, I'm out of it. I've got an 11-year-old. Everything's cool, and then you sucked right back in again.
I'm so sleep deprived. It's not funny.
Oh, Brittany, I really want to give you this cash so bad. Thanks to Queen Baking, I've got a celebrity in front of me and 5 clues. We're going to take away $100 for everyone you get wrong. I really want you to get it. Clue number one. I am a Canadian singer, and every time I hear that anyone's Canadian, I'm surprised because I think everybody's American.
Right. Apparently Canadians are nicer, though.
Apart from Celine Dion, I know that she's Canadian.
Right. Clue number 2 for $400 cash.
In August, I announced my 3rd Vegas residency starting in May 2024. God, I'd love to see this person.
I'll see Kylie
Adele?
while we're over there.
No, it is not Adele. Clue number 3. A lot of things don't impress me much.
Shania Twain.
Yes! Oh, God. I love her with every inch of my being.
She's such a vibe. And also, Brittany, you've got $300 cash.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Oh, you sound so tired,
You
Brittany.
sound defeated.
I really am. I'm so sorry.
I know. No, I've been there for a long time. It does get better, Britt. It does.
It definitely does. I think probably around age 3.
Yes, around 3. For me, it was 8 years old. Good luck to you.
$300 cash, though, to cheer you up.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's Chrissy time at Priceline Pharmacy, and you're sure to find a little something for everyone, from fragrances and gifts to a new party look. Give great gifts, feel fab, and love paying less. That's the Chrissy spirit.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You know, sometimes the truth, the great idea is staring you right in the face, but it takes another woman with children to tell you it's possible. I just accepted my whole motherhood journey that if there was ever a yummy thing in the house, I would not ever be around to get it. Right? So my whole mothering time, I would buy delicious bits, sweets, chockies, a box of Magnums, any of it. All gone before I had a chance.
And you always buy beautiful fruit. You always have berries.
Correct. Blueberries, nowadays, I eat a punnet of them when I'm out on a walk, and that is my act of revenge. Because I spent thousands of dollars on blueberries for my kids, and I never got one. That was my bad. No, that's my bad. You got to muscle in. And this is what I have learnt. Friend of mine has 2 daughters, and she has taught me about the snack box. Do you know what a snack box is? It is simple, but it is life-changing.
I'm not quite sure because I know you had something similar for your kids. Is that right? They had
their snack box, which is all their recess snacks in one box, which they can help themselves to before school.
I love that idea because I would have loved that as a kid. But
this is essentially the same thing, but for mummies. Oh. It's just for mummies. So my friend was telling me that she has a snack box in her top drawer in her bedside table, and it's full of all her favourite things. She's a Ferrero Rocher girl.
Just food?
Yes, just food. Just food on this occasion. Yeah, you don't want cross-contamination. Tell me. I can tell you that for nothing. But she's a Ferrero Rocher girl. She likes Dream chocolates. She likes a fairy friend. And we are still talking about chocolate at this stage. Anyway, in her snack box are all her favourite things, and she keeps it in her bedroom, and she watches television in bed.
Yes.
And she visits the snack box. And it's changed my life because I love an Allen's party mix.
Right.
And whenever I buy a pack, all that's left over, like if I buy the retro party mix, by the time I get there, it's only Coke bottles.
Of course, because the kids have gotten to everything.
And who wants the Coke bottles?
Oh, I love the Coke bottle.
No.
Are you kidding?
No. Or the Black Cats. That's all I get. Or the bananas.
Yum.
No. I love the honey bears and the pineapples.
Right.
And the jelly babies and the snakes. Right.
Okay.
So my idea is this. I have a snack box in my bedroom, and it just has my Allen's sweets in it, and the kids know it's there, but the stairs act like a medieval moat and there's no way they will go up and get it. So I've got my snack box. Please get yourself a snack box.
I love this idea.
I've also previously had Raffaello's in there, but I ate about 75 in one go. So now it's just the Allen's party mix, and if you want to see a story based around my snack box and the refilling of it, check out my Instagram account. There is a journey there.
And in the top drawer, what's next to the snack box in the top drawer? Anything else?
Earplugs and sleeping tablets.
Okay, great.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda, great friends, great actors. My favourite memory of my time on The Circle, which was that morning show that I did for 2 years, was Lily Tomlin, who is a total Hollywood legend. Like, unbelievable. Are you a bit hungry there, Jack?
Sorry.
That's all right. You are among friends. I've just had a Diet Coke, so it's my turn next. She did the whole show with us. 2 hours of me hanging out with Lily Tomlin. They were the good old days.
Were you fangirling the whole time, or did you manage to keep it together?
No, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, okay.
It just doesn't happen these days.
You would never get 2 hours.
You would never get it.
You'd get
I
this
did.
shitty little junket at a hotel if you're lucky.
Exactly. And I was a huge fan of hers. Grace and Frankie, of course, is a show that she did with Jane Fonda, but, she was with Bette Midler in Big Business. She's just wonderful. Anyway, her and Jane Fonda are great friends, and they sat down for a gorgeous little chat between mates about who's doing better in the award stakes. Have you heard the term EGOT?
Yes, Emmy, Grammy,
Oscar,
Tony.
Tony, and very few people have all 4, much to Lily Tomlin's horror.
Okay, which award do I need to complete an EGOT?
Oscar.
Yeah, but I have a Peabody.
So do I.
Oh. How many Peabodys?
1.
I have 2.
Oh. Well, I have 2 Oscars.
Oh, damn you.
But you have how many Tonys?
I've only 2 Tonys.
Well,
Big
I have
deal.
none, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
how
would
many Golden Globes?
I don't even know. I don't keep track of that.
I love
I
that.
have 6.
They are so gorgeous. Of course, they start in the original 9 to 5 together with Dolly Parton, and Lily Tomlin was on Will and Grace and West Wing. So an absolute legend.
What a duo.
Speaking of duos, you and I are mad for a photograph. And we do need to have a whole lot of photographs every time someone comes in the
Yes.
studio, if something happens. I've got a tip for you. A man claims that saying one word while you're having the photo taken is better than another. Now, what word have we traditionally always said?
From like school photos in prep, you were always told to say cheese.
Say cheese. And it does, I have long thought that it gives you dead eyes.
Yeah, you're
To
right.
say cheese.
Because you're only really moving the bottom part of your face, like just your mouth and jaw.
That's right. And it seems like I'm not alone. Listen to the word that we should be saying.
Think you take bad photos? This advice from Oprah might change your life. This is how I used to take photos, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can just tell I'm hiding depression. This is how I take photos now. Now you might be like, what's the difference?
I know you're queer and sexually free now.
Not exactly. The difference is here I was saying cheese. Oprah says when you take photos instead, you should say yeah. Wish I could find a video to show you, but I'll show you in real time. Cheese, yeah.
Obvious.
More natural smile where you're not like cringing. I always get a little endorphin rush when I say yeah.
Yeah. Everything that Oprah says is right.
Duh.
So obviously it is right. How are we going to test this?
Let's look down the barrel of a camera each
Okay.
and have a go at saying it.
All right. I can't find a camera.
Where's your your camera's over there?
Okay, great.
That
Got it.
died.
Okay.
All right. So we
1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I said
Wrong
the wrong
word.
thing.
Go again.
Was it yeah or hey?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I even forget that soon. Oh, my God.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And the list of stuff that you've got to watch on demand or on a streaming service is actually never ending. But I did say a few weeks ago, Jack, that you must have a look at Insight on SBS.
Yeah.
Demand, and it is heaven. 13 24 10, I want to hear from you. Have you been shooketh by a deathbed confession?
Oh, I love this.
It's so interesting to me because I just feel like everything about me is
out there.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
no shame, no secrets. I'll tell you anything because there's got to be somebody else that's feeling the same way that I am.
See, I could already think of a couple of skeletons in my closet. that
Really?
I could reveal on my deathbed, yeah.
I think as you get older, you get less and less ashamed
Yeah, like,
about
who
that
gives
sort
a
of stuff.
shit?
But not everybody does. And there is a guy who just appeared on demand SBS on
Right.
Insight. He's called Bill the Coffin Confessor. And he used to be a private investigator, but he's sort of got this little cottage industry on the side now where people hire him when they know they're not going to make it.
Stop.
Yes, and then
He's tasked with that job.
to crash that person's funeral once they've passed away and tell the secrets and confront people.
That would be such a nerve-wracking job because funerals are so awful and sad as it is. To then try to disrupt that, like, I would hate that.
I agree. And what sort of person does that? I mean, it's diabolical, really. It costs between $2,000 and $10,000 for him to crash your own funeral.
Spenny.
And I know, not cheap, and make people accountable. Have a listen to this. Was his very first client. This is what started the whole ball rolling for him.
What did he want you to say at his funeral?
He wanted me to out his best mate for trying to sleep with his wife while he was on his deathbed.
Whoa!
He also asked me to remove 3 people from the congregation that he
Bam.
hadn't seen in 30 years, so why would they pay him their respects now?
Because
when
I
they
thought-
could have, seen him when he was alive.
But isn't that what people do?
Yeah, it kind of is.
I reckon those are the sorts of things that guy should have said himself.
Yeah, before. It's coward. Like, what
It
a
is.
coward.
Those ones are, but there are some much bigger secrets that I think would be much harder to reveal while you were living. 13 24 10, what sort of deathbed confession have you discovered? Anonymous.
Hi. So my nan passed away, and we found out after that she'd obviously slept with the butcher, and he, in fact, was my dad's biological father.
The sentence slept with the butcher.
I mean, I don't blame Nan because some of those butchers are so flirtatious and gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently.
How did your dad take it?
Not very good.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm anonymous, because he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to believe it, sort of thing.
I mean, this butcher is your biological grandfather. Have you found him?
Yeah. No, he's actually passed away.
Oh, so that's
Yeah. So that's where the line ended there.
That horse has bolted. Thank you so much for calling us, though, Anon, and you will remain so. Let's finish with Sharon. What did you find out about your mum?
I found out that my mother had a child before I was born.
Oh, this is so sad. Did you feel so sad for her that she lived with that her whole life?
You know what? To be honest with you, I found out in the September of the first year of 2020 COVID, and the thing that kept crossing my mind was how my mum must have felt every day. I'm going to get upset. Every day on his birthday.
Yes.
And how she kept it to herself. I mean, she died quite young. She died at 48.
Wow.
Yeah, she kept it to herself. And he had looked for us for, he's 64, and he's been looking for us since he was 23. And he was, I think, 61 when he found us. I met him a month ago. We went to Ireland and spent 5 days with him. So
Wow.
And do you look alike? Can you see that?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, but his daughter is the spitting image of my mother.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Sharon, I've got goosebumps.
And did you get along, Sharon? Like, do you have a great relationship with him now?
After the initial shock, we speak to each other maybe once every 3 weeks.
How
So-
wonderful.
It was lovely.
If you could turn back time and say to your mother anything about this, what would you say?
I probably would have said to her, I wished I could have comforted you when you needed it.
Yes, absolutely. God, the truth will set you free. Don't take him to the grave, people.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Yes, we're all getting our stuff together to do the school pickup. Unless you live in Melbourne, it's a holiday there today, but the rest of us, nose to the grindstone, as they say. Now, yesterday we kicked off a new competition. I don't think I gave it enough love or excitement. It is Chrissy's favourite things, and it is returning before the end of the show today.
Sure is.
I've got so much stuff to give away. It's the under $50 price bag from Priceline. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Far
things
out.
in there. I know. And one lucky winner's going to be walking away with that.
Make sure you've registered at the Nova Player, because that's how we'll be picking our winner. We'll be calling someone live. Kate Langbrook is joining the show.
Oh my God, how delicious. I can smell her Turkish rose scent from here. But next, it's time to give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Today we've got Jules v. Rebecca. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Chrissy.
It's been a very exciting day. I don't know what's in your bum bag, but I'm guessing it may be a few shillings, as my gran used to call it, from the family sweep. It is a lovely moment, all gathering around and watching it on the telly.
The race that stops the nation.
The race that stops the nation. But this is the bum bag that's going to stop the nation. Don't you worry, Jules and Beck. Your names are your buzzers. Rebecca, may I humbly advise you that to really cut to the chase, if you know the answer, use Beck as a buzzer.
Consider it done.
Perfect. I love it. All right, let's go. Question number 1. Big Brother returned to our screens last night. Who hosts the show?
Beck.
Who? Beck.
Sonia Kruger.
It is the great Sonia Kruger.
Krugs.
Of course, she's stolen another one of my jobs.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. We know chamomile is a tea, but what is it made from?
Jules.
Yes, Jules.
Flower.
Yes. It looks like a little daisy, a chamomile.
I didn't know that.
Question number 3. That's one apiece. Christina Aguilera and Lato have recorded a song for which food delivery company?
Beck.
Yes, Beck.
Menulog.
Did somebody say?
Menula.
Question number 4. Granite and travertine, apart from being the surface that Britney Spears likes to shimmy on, they are types of what?
Jules. Beck.
Yes, Jules?
Like tiles. Cement, kind of stone.
Stone, correct. That's 2 apiece.
This one is for the win, either of you.
Aside from Beyonce, Queen Bee, can you name two other people in the group Destiny's Child?
Beck.
Yes, Beck.
Kelly Rowland.
Correct.
Would be one.
Yes.
And,
I will not accept the other one.
oh,
You can't just say the other one. I need a name.
Michelle Williams.
Yes, Beck! You've got yourself a bum bag. Well done.
Woo-hoo!
Good on you. She was another great unveiling on The Masked Singer last year. Of course, we do have the grand final tonight.
I can't wait, Swanee. Tell me who it is.
will it be? See if I can tell
Say
you.
it now. Do it.
Can't remember.
Oh, please.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And the host of my heart, but also, interestingly, my mum, your dad on Channel 9, the divine Kate Langbrook.
Yeah!
I can't believe I'm on the Chrissy Swan Show.
We have been desperate for you to come on, but you've been so busy filming.
Well, yes.
And
there's
living.
been a lot. And living. Yes, and saying farewell to those who are no longer living.
Yes, that is true.
It's very much been those times. And
Yes.
trying to get my daughter through year 12, which I don't know why I'm taking credit for that. I'm just cooking for them. My husband, Peter's doing it. And it's like teaching a cat to do grade 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Year 12, congrats on Chow Bella getting into the HSC exam.
Oh, yes.
I saw that.
How bizarre was that?
You're like an educator.
So part of the book got put on the New South Wales Year 12
Reading
exam.
list, yeah.
No, the exam.
Oh.
So they just got, like, they have these parts of text that get put in front of them. They have to write about it. And Chow Bella was on there, and I still don't know who did it.
Wow.
One of your listeners.
They've obviously got that idea from the home activities that you give to your children.
Maybe that.
Just photostat off a copy that they sniff.
Maybe.
Please, what are your thoughts about this, children?
It was so difficult, the question that they were asked. I could barely answer the question.
Really?
And I wrote the book.
That seems to defy the purpose of the exam. You've got to be able to answer it.
You would think so, except I've decided that all of year 12 is just like they've made giant landmines for the kids, and then they're like, go on,
tricked you.
Go on, see if you can get through without losing a limb. It's a bit like that.
Don't you look back on year 12 and school in general? I had a great time there, but there is no way I would want to go back. And I feel such empathy and sympathy for my own children when I realise how young they are.
It's so
and how
cruel.
much they have to do.
I actually couldn't do it now. I don't have the mental faculty. And also, I didn't love school the first time around.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yes, that's
with
hard.
a brown bob and a violin case in a sea full of curling tong blonde surfy girls.
God damn.
Oh, how much fun was school for me?
Yeah, not very.
No, not
Plus,
very.
you couldn't even get a part-time job because you were busy door knocking every weekend.
I did. I still squeezed in
a
Coles
sensible
at Woodridge.
Sensible skirt.
Very sensible and in a modest length.
God, I love that part of your life and how you've broken free from it. Now, this show, My Mum, Your Dad, you were just talking before about how much you've got going on at this time of your life. The parents, the kids, everything. It astounds me. And frankly, I'm impressed with women that still care about finding love when they are also at that stage.
Do you speak as though you're someone who's not?
No. No, I am.
Jack, can we have some sort of...
I know some sad violin.
Well, just dramatic. No, dramatic.
No, I do not have the time or desire for that at all. But that's why I watch the show, because I'm like, who are these fascinating creatures?
So, two-part, I think, firstly, that's why the idea of sending them all into the retreat is so appealing, because where else in your life are you going to get 2 weeks where you don't have to cook, shop, look after someone else, go to work?
Yeah, but that's not
blah,
the real
blah.
world either.
No, but what an escape.
Yes.
For people that maybe have not had a child-free holiday or a holiday or whatever. And in the house, it's interesting because you kind of see that if you're divested of the albatross of your life, which you may love.
The mental load, as they call it.
Yeah, the mental load.
Yes.
I call it an albatross.
Yes.
And not specifically a child is an albatross, but part of the package of the albatross.
Yes, the albatross.
If you get rid of that, you see that people return to their essential self in many ways. And the other thing is when there is a spark of attraction, you may be like the most dormant hearth in any fireplace in history. There's nothing in you but stone cold, damp ashes.
Oh my God, you're describing me.
Okay.
Actually, you're describing Jack as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not even not a smoulder?
No.
Not an ember?
No.
Maybe on a Saturday night.
Yeah, okay, all right. So someone comes in and it's when that attraction happens.
They get the bellows out.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It is unbelievable.
Now, you've been happily married. We were just researching for 20 years. Do you look at women who are trying to start a relationship where you were 20 years ago, and do you just feel exhausted /
that's a good
very
question.
grateful that
Okay.
you don't have to do that?
Sometimes I think if I was meeting someone now, because, you know, a middle-aged woman with 4 children is a hot property. So there'd be a queue, mate, a queue.
Absolutely, there is.
Once
yes.
I start going through that queue, my swan, I would find it so exhausting to explain myself. How far back do you go?
Yes.
And that's on the show. I noticed one of the women on the show said, children, marriage, let's hear it. Like
Yeah,
straight
right.
away on first meeting, because
Yeah.
it's like, let's just get that building
And then
block.
let's never speak of it again.
Even just to explain when you're meeting if you bump into someone on the street, how you know them. In my case, that's 25,000 words
That's right.
for some lucky fellow.
Katie, stick around. We want to play a silly radio game with you next, but make sure you tune in to My Mum, Your Dad, 7:30 tonight on Channel 9, and it's also on tomorrow night. Do not move.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Why would you switch off when Kate Langbrook has graced us with her presence?
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure you're putting on me.
You can cope with it, my darling.
Now, listen, you know, we were talking about, because we're talking about My Mum, Your Dad and dating in midlife.
Channel
or
9,
whatever.
7:30 tonight. Don't miss it.
Thank you. And we were talking about that exhaustion of trying to explain who you are to someone who you've met, when you're laden with baggage, unlike, you know, in your teens or 20s, whatever.
Yes.
And I think that explains why, you know, that whole retrosexual movement? It's a thing. So it's people largely connected through, I don't know, Facebook or whatever, getting back together with their crush from when they were at school,
Yeah,
or the
right.
first boyfriend they had, or the guy that they had a great time with that they met overseas on a,
Yes.
you know.
It's like the Cluedo shortcut from the observatory to the other end of the board.
All
Yes. Yeah, I like that idea.
I don't know that, but I'll take your word.
Have you never played Cluedo, the board
Well,
game?
I think I have, but not for a long time.
Oh, if you land on one square on the top left corner, you can get all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
Right square with one move.
They should call that retrosexual.
Yes, I guess.
Because
Yes.
then, so there's obviously something in humans where, I think when you've loved someone in your youth, they're preserved, a certain part of them is preserved. I think men particularly do that.
Yeah.
You know, like how if a man's got a crush on a woman that he
Yes.
loved, when it doesn't matter what happens to
No,
her in the
that's
course,
right.
a celebrity woman or whatever
Yeah.
in his life, he will always love her. He's always like, "Rrr." And other people are looking and they just see kind of like,
I don't see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's people want those pathways. And
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, they're not doing that on this show. None of them have crossed paths before.
No. Is there love to be had this season? Just say yes or no. Y/N.
Oh, I'll give you the full yes.
Great.
It's
Oh, that's good.
astounding. I
Amazing.
love it. It is amazing to watch. I actually called Peter Allen Lewis, my husband.
Yeah.
Too long, he may say. And I had to whisper to him. I was on set and I went, oh, it works.
Oh,
When you
lovely.
see people fall in love, it's extraordinary. And then when you see them stuff it up,
Even
temporary.
better.
Extraordinary and
it is
temporary.
good. Both parts are good.
Tune in tonight, My Mum, Your Dad, 7:30 p.m. on Channel 9 tonight and tomorrow night. Don't forget. Now, Kate, let's do a round
Yes,
of
loved one. Okay.
I've just got to ask.
Why are you laughing? What
Because
have
you called me
got?
loved one and I love
Oh.
it. You've interviewed 1 million people in your 200 years of
So
broadcasting.
many, I can barely remember them.
You would
I
never.
think Moses was one of them early on. He came in with some tablets.
Do you
But
find-
it wasn't ivermectin.
People often say to me, "Oh, have you met this person?" And I
Yes.
go, "Maybe."
I say,
a vague memory.
I can't remember.
I know, and it sounds sort of up yourself.
I just remember Hugh Grant had beautiful skin.
Did he?
Beautiful skin, but had like some weird, that English aristocratic sadness.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
the same
do.
way that the richer the English are, the more shabby their clothes are.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he had that, but as like an emotional cloak.
Mopey.
I remember Jermaine Jackson, Michael's brother, just smelt delicious.
Oh,
the most
of
delicious
what?
smell, like a woody. Oh, just
Was it
so
oud?
and leather. It would have been oud.
Was it?
Before oud was a thing. All right. If you are sitting alone in a room with Kim Kardashian, what is the one thing you would have to ask?
Are you happy?
Ooh.
She would say, "I'll get back to you." She'd say,
I don't-
I'll
what
answer
would
you.
she say?
She'd say, "I'll answer you, but I've got to get a camera crew in."
Yeah, and she'd say, "Hang on, I've just got to check with Mom. Are we sponsored by a happiness company?"
Shake my salad.
Yes.
All right, you are alone in a room with Peter Dutton.
Peter Dutton?
Yes. What are you going to ask him?
Does it hurt?
When you fell from heaven?
Does it hurt that you endure such public meanness about you? Is there a human part of you that gets hurt by that?
Yes, great question, as usual. And last but not least, your friend, colleague, some would say the longest relationship you've ever had. You have one question for Dave Hughesy Hughes. What is it?
What is wrong with you?
Why was he on the block again the other night?
I know.
Why?
And
he can't help himself.
He can't help himself. And much like Kim Kardashian, he would say, "I'll answer if I've got to get a camera crew in here." Kate Langford, you are a delight. We're so thrilled to have you on the show. My mum, your dad, tune in for some
Oh, it's a
Langbrook
cracker.
deliciousness, 7:30 tonight tomorrow on
and
9.
some drama.
Yes.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go shopping for a few of my favourite things.
Find a little something for everyone this Chrissy at Priceline Pharmacy. Gift well, feel fab, and love paying less all Christmas long. That's the Chrissy spirit. We're giving you Chrissy's favourite things. It's Chrissy's favourite things.
I was given a budget of $250 for this one, and I am thrilled with what I've put together for you. Beck, you have registered on the Nova Player app, and you are getting these goodies, my friend. It is very exciting. There's all sorts of stuff in here. There's like a gel polish kit, which is great for nails, particularly when your nails salon is closed over the Christmas break and you've got to give yourself a little touch up.
Yes.
And I've also thrown in an Olay Plumping Power Duo, which you'll love, and 2 core 5-piece set of eco tools. You will love this. You will love this package. There's enough for you to keep for yourself and to share with others, Beck.
Wow, Chrissy, thank you so much. Well, in need, definitely after 2 kids.
Oh my God, wonderful, wonderful.
If, like Beck, you'd like to win tomorrow's favourite things, make sure you've registered your details via the Nova Player app or on Nova FM.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Jimmy Fallon, Y/N, do you like?
I forget, there's one Jimmy I like and one I don't.
There's Jimmy Kimmel
Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon.
and Jimmy Fallon. I think Jimmy Kimmel is a nicer man. I think Jimmy Fallon looks mean.
Yeah, I find him a little bit annoying.
I don't find him annoying. Don't you think he looks like he could be mean? He could be mean to you.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, actually, there was a big scandal not that long ago where he was mean to people, so I feel vindicated.
There's TikToks that go around of him apparently being drunk on his show.
Really?
Yeah, people isolate moments, and I've seen a few, and I think people are right.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he can sing, and
Right.
a little bit of footage has resurfaced that I hadn't seen, so I'm sharing it with you because you can't see everything that pops up on the internet, can you?
You cannot.
This one's from a little while ago, but he tricked the Voice judges in America, the greatest mechanism of all time, the red chair.
The turnaround.
Oh my God. So he walks out and they don't know who he is. and they're listening to him, and it sounds like Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers. I'm going to play you Jimmy Fallon singing anonymously as Michael McDonald. Have a listen. This is Jimmy Fallon. That is unbelievable. So at that stage, I know. At that stage, Kelly Clarkson's looking around going, he loses it a bit here. At this stage, Kelly Clarkson's looking at her fellow judges going, is that Michael McDonald?
Yeah.
From the Doobie Brothers. Have a listen. This is the real guy.
He did very well.
It is an unbelievable impression. And also, what a song. 10 out of 10, Michael.
Well done, Jimmy, too. That's great.
That is stunning. Tonight, Masked Singer.
Speaking of talent shows, Swanee.
Yes, it is the finale. Tune in, 7:30 on Channel 10. Who's your pick to win, Jack?
After seeing that first show live, Swanee, that you shot, episode 1,
yes,
I was so moved and had goosebumps from the Grim Reaper's performance of Billie Eilish.
Stunning.
I'm going to go with Grim Reaper as being the winner.
Grim for the win?
Grim for the win.
Meet you back here, same bat time, same bat channel to see if you're right.
See you then.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.